I know we don't normally go out on a Friday afternoon, but we have a special guest today. I'm going to be speaking with Hannah Ineson, who is both an artist here as well as one of our teaching artists. Hannah actually is not with us right now. She is in Maine coming to us live. So she has been teaching one of our virtual classes, and I wanted her to have a chance to talk to you about it. Hi, Hannah, how are you?
Hey, Kyla, it's great to see you.
So, Hannah, can you tell us a little bit about the class that you've been teaching online, which you also are scheduled to teach on site several months from now? Is that correct?
That's correct. Yes,
Okay.
I just finished the first series. We're going to start another series on October 8th, and I also offer a single class if somebody can't commit to a whole series. Sometimes people don't have the scheduling room to do a series of 4 classes. The classes only run a couple of hours, but I'm offering one single class each month from October, November, skipping December, January, February, and March. And those are 3-hour classes. I've called them boot camps because I think I want people to know we're going to get a lot done. Don't want to intimidate people, make them think they're going to have to, do what you do at boot camps, but we will cover a lot in that one class. If somebody just wants to do a single class, I love doing virtual classes. That's just been great fun.
Hannah, why don't you explain what your class is? Because not everybody knows who's watching. It is watercolor journaling, and I found it very interesting watching. Can you tell us a little bit about what that process is and why you started to get interested and also teaching it?
Oh, good questions. I actually have been a watercolor instructor for years. I've painted for 40 years and taught most of that time. All my teaching experience before this has been in watercolor, although I paint in, if you look behind me, oil, acrylic, pastel. I really explore a lot of mediums. And I got started with this particular way of doing watercolor a number of years ago when I was teaching for a senior citizen center here, Senior Spectrum. And they asked me to teach a watercolor class, and I was faced with these elderly ladies who had never even touched a piece of paper or a brush, and I was pretty intimidated myself. I said, well, what am I going to do with them? And the director said, well, why don't you teach them how to do a watercolor journal? Well, I have to admit, I had never done a watercolor journal, but it sounded like a great idea. So I did teach them just one page. We did one, and they just loved it. And I did a setup with an apple and a towel or something. I don't remember now, but just something that they could, do a quick drawing and then paint. And so to this day, I feel like one of the greatest benefits of watercolor journaling as a class you might take is that it is really a great way to get started with watercolor without it being a great intimidating sheet. And you can learn a lot of techniques even though you're working small. But also to get a little drawing. So it's something anyone can do. I mean, I say that people say, oh, I can't even do a stick figure. And I say, well, I can teach you how to do a stick figure. But the specific classes that I have lined up for the series for Teaching for You, we are going to do the seasons in our first class. That's what we have done. And so I'll show you some examples.
That would be helpful. I think it would help people see because, I think of what a journal is, and I know what watercolors are, but this is a special way of putting both of them together because I've seen you do it. So it would help if we could see some examples.
Well, and it's true that there are lots of ways to do journaling, including watercolor journaling. Some people do it with like a diary form, and that's something that I cover in class. I'll show you. But a lot of people are creating a work of art. The journal becomes a work of art. It's very personal. It's really just, they don't ever have to show it to anyone, in fact, just maybe their family if they want to, or friends. People have normally done journaling to track like a journey that they take, or a vacation, or as I say, a diary kind of situation. But in watercolor journaling, we're going at it more like it's artwork.
Okay.
And so I recommend a small journal like this size. And when I'm teaching live, we generally do a title page first. So something like this, and we really accent the text. Because if somebody can't draw or think they can, then at least they can write. And so I teach them how to do block letters and other simple forms of writing that they can incorporate. And some people like to do a lot of that. So you can do a whole page with text and a few little illustrations in it. Put lots of color on it, and you've got a very artistic page. So for some people, that type of journaling, I mean, journaling is as unique as people are. There's just so many different ways. I recommend, since the whole idea of journaling is to keep it small and portable, so that you can do it when you're out on the road or when you go someplace. I recommend having a very small paint box. This one has 24 paints and lasts forever. So, you know, a small journal and watercolor kit with a couple of brushes this size, a waterproof pen, a pencil, and maybe an eraser, and a small container for water and a little towel, and that's really all you need. So that again is pretty appealing to people if they maybe are starting out with artwork and don't want to invest a whole lot of money. That's a great way to do it. So as I said, we cover in the boot camp on the one-day thing we're doing. I'm going to use the topic of seasons, and we did that in our first class in the series. So, for example, this is one that I did that's autumn. But students can do any kind of page they want. They don't. I give them materials. You know, I send you things that you can forward to people so that there are images that they can use if they wish.
Hannah, when you're talking about images they can use, and I've seen the handouts, and they are covered with all sorts of things, is that for inspiration? Is it for them to, again, you know, I'm trying to figure out when I saw all the handouts,
how do you use the handouts?
How do you use the handouts?
Yes, well, and each class is a little different because if we're doing the seasons, and it's the first class or the only class, people don't have an opportunity. It's not like a live class where when I'm doing the virtual ones. I can't take people outside to see things, which is the ideal way to journal. And when I teach the live classes, which I'll be doing later this winter, as you said, January, February, and March, we'll do one-day classes, and I generally take people outside for at least part of the day so that they get a real sense. I want to teach them how to do that. But in a class where we're stuck inside the whole time and we're doing it on Zoom, I try to provide them with images. And as subsequent classes come up, I suggest to people that they look up their own images. Maybe I give them sort of homework in between classes that they can go out and do this live or look up things on the internet or check their supply of pictures that they've got in their phone maybe, or something that would be good source material for them. So just to continue the season thing, we did do, well, for example, I think in the last class we did, that was spring. That was my page. The student's page is totally different, right? Because I give so much source material, they can pick and choose whatever they want. Some people like more text, as I said. So seasons gives us such a broad assortment of material to work with. People can make it up, or they can use my materials, or look online for things of their own. So that will be the one-day class, the boot camp, that we'll be using that as the theme. It's just more comprehensive.
It's also nice because you're creating something that's a structure. So if they create their it's almost like they're creating pages that become chapters, and then after they take your class, they leave a few pages, they can fill in what happens within that season. And God knows what, if you had started at the beginning of this year, can you imagine what somebody's watercolor journal might look like?
Well,
I'm sorry.
we're doing this virtually because it's been a weird year.
It has been. So again, when you're talking images, we're looking at a page and it may have flowers, or it may have seashells, or it may have little animals. I mean, those are the kind of things that are on the example page, right? Am I correct?
Yeah, for this particular class, being 4 seasons, there's just a ton of material that I forward to people because I want them to be able to choose. And not everybody's going to do all 4 seasons. They might just do one and do several pages of it. Or like you said, I often do suggest that they do a page, and that's what mine is here. These pages are really like chapter headings, like on. I taught a class out in Wisconsin. I used to teach for them out there at Dillman's. You know about Dillman's.
I know Dillman's.
You had them there. And when I taught for them, when I'm in a class that's live, I usually work on a big sheet of paper because people need to be able to see me. So we just went out outside and everybody gathered up materials, acorns, and I didn't actually get the frog, that was made up, but pine cones, leaves, all that stuff. And then we brought it in and just laid it out on a big table and everybody picked stuff, and so everyone's pictures were very different, but they were charming. And what I aim for in terms of what I would hope to see on people's pages is personal to you, you chose it if nothing else. And also that it has a little bit of whimsy in it, that it's charming, not that you are suddenly become a fabulous artist and this is something you're afraid. That's not my answer. You might do that, but that's what I really want is something that you can return to again and again. It's personal about you. It will create a memory. I mean, I love looking at my journals that I did, like this one out in Wisconsin a few years ago. And remembering the day and what happened and all of that. It's really like a memory book also. So on the second class in the series, we do gardens. And again, that's just a wide open field. Here's one that I did that's just in my backyard. So, labeling things and writing some text about what I'm looking at and all of that is part of it. And in this last series, we also did vegetable gardening. That was my page of vegetable gardens. And I just used things that I had just picked out of my garden or had in the garden, leeks and cabbage and tomatoes and carrots. So I try to create a lot of variety in the pages. Some are more text and have little images, and some are more like a whole page, like a watercolor would be.
Hannah, again, I'm looking at your work, and you are an artist in many, many mediums, and very talented, having been doing this for years. If I'm somebody who's a beginner, and I sit down and you say, draw a cabbage, I may look at you and be like, I don't know how to draw a cabbage. I mean, do they feel, you're showing the examples of your work as a professional artist, and as you said, this is a class that is suited to people of all levels, and indeed even beginners, which we love, because we want to introduce people to how wonderful art and creating art is, not just when you're a child and that it helps with your literacy and testing better and your math skills, but as an adult, engaging in creating art is good to keep your cognitive ability sharp. It provides relaxation. It builds self-esteem. We all need relaxation and more self-esteem. So that's why we want people taking art classes. It's good for your health. But answer me this. How do students react when you're creating this beautiful artwork and they're trying to create an apple?
Right, well, two ways. First of all, when I teach live, I generally don't draw or paint at all. I might show them some samples, but basically I give them materials and get them started, and then I go around to each student and help them. And I encourage people not to start above their skill level. If they're just starting out, I try to provide materials that are simple enough that anyone can do it. And pretty much everyone can. I'm amazed, truly. You've done a great ad for why one would do art or should in their more mature years. And I've just been very impressed with what people can do. Even people who've never tried it before think they can't. So I try to give them simple things, but like this last class that I've been teaching here, this last series, I'm drawing my page while students are drawing their pages. So I'm not showing them what I've got a finished page over here, right? And so I want to see what they're doing constantly, put their pages up in front so that we can all see. And that's the great thing about even a virtual class on Zoom. Everybody can see what everybody else is doing. And people are so supportive of each other. You know, they always find something to like on everybody else's page. So even if it isn't perfect, that kind of group support and support from me, I mean, it's certainly a serious intention of mine to encourage and support people wherever they are. I don't care if they can't draw a tomato. It doesn't matter. It truly doesn't matter, Hyla, because the first time I took a journaling class, a very dear friend of mine teaches, and you know, after I had that initial experience, I thought I could get some classes. Like I took a few with Deanna Hollingsworth Gessler, who's a Floridian, and taught at Benita at their art center. So I have taken online classes with her and also Lon. And she's not teaching anymore, but she's very good. And she taught so many things that I have incorporated, and one of them is if you can't tell what something is when you've done it, just label it. So I always tell my students, if you can't draw a tomato, make a circle, paint it red, and write tomato.
Very good. I can do that.
It has to be fun, whimsical, and actually I consider the design of the page, if not as not more important, at least as important as whether they draw a single object. But you know, a cabbage is a round ball, and so I might help them with a little ruffled edge, but basically people can pretty much, you'd be surprised what they can do. And I teach a lot of other things like how to do borders. So the design of the page, whether you put in borders, how you do text, those are all elements of the art that are maybe more accessible to people than whether they can draw something specific.
Hannah, one of the things that you talked about that I want to sort of highlight here is that our online classes are interactive. We limit the number of students. These aren't classes where you're going to have 1,000 people on. It's limited. And I think for people who may not be going out right now, when you talk about the students interacting, I think we're giving people something that is both social, which they get here at the Art Center, along with this opportunity to either embark or continue on their artistic journey. I've seen that with a lot of our online classes.
Yeah, good point. But I mean, that's the thing that I find really exciting about Zoom classes. And I've been taking them myself for pottery. So, you know, I'm already experienced with it as a student. But I just love the fact that we can interact and see each other. In fact, in some ways, it's easier than an in-person class. Although in-person is a lot of fun because we can go out, we go out to lunch, and we have a lot of fun during the day. And it's a whole day. And a Zoom class is generally 2 to 3 hours. So, you know, it's a much more restricted, but more intense in a sense. I don't have to talk all the time when I'm doing a live class, but when we're doing Zoom, sometimes there are long silences, but I try to, you know, continue the conversation. The more people there are, the more interaction there is, the more fun it is for everybody, I think.
Oh, I agree. So, Hannah, I know you have some classes coming up because it's the beginning of October, which is the beginning of the Marco Island Center for the Arts fiscal year. It's a brand new year for us. It's time to renew your membership. Can you tell us the dates when your classes are coming up?
Oh boy, I'm glad I put that excuse me, beforehand, because I couldn't have told it off the top of my head. But October 8th starts the first series. That's a Thursday, and that will run for all 4 Thursdays in October. And those are afternoon classes, 1, 2, and 3, 1 to 4, whatever it is. And then on Wednesday the 21st is a morning class that's just a single class from 9 to 12.
Excellent. And people can register for these classes either by going to the Marco Island Center for the Arts website. We have a brand new website that launched yesterday. So we are hoping that it is going to be more user-friendly for you. We're very excited about it. We still need to do some tweaking and add some things, but you can go to that website and you can sign up for Hannah's classes. All of our on-site classes and virtual classes are on the website now. So Hannah,
actually, let me just say that I'm not sure without looking, and I'm not sure I've got it right handy, is this the one on the 21st? Yes, that's 9 to 12. In November, I have one on the 17th that's also 9 to 12. Yeah, so those 2 classes are morning classes, the single ones. And then the one in February and March, January, February, and March are in the afternoon.
And those are on site or they're also online? You're going to be teaching on site and online?
There'll be 1 class online and 1 class on site in January, February, and March. And then the live ones are on Tuesdays, and the Zoom classes I think are on, I don't know, I gotta look it up.
It's okay, and I want people to know that we are making both options available. We are taking every precaution here in the building and will continue to do so. Our on-site classes right now are limited to no more than 9 students in the classroom. We do require masks. We are encouraging hand washing. We have enough hand sanitizer to keep us in hand sanitizer for years to come. Extra cleaning. We want to keep everybody safe and healthy when they're there. So if you want to come here, if you're on the island, we love seeing you. I want people to know that the exhibit we have right now, which is March through July 2020 Artistic Reflections, is going to be leaving us next Tuesday. So if you haven't seen it, please come down and see it. It is magnificent. And on Thursday, we will be loading in a new exhibit, one that I've worked on since November of 2018, and it's entitled Here and There, and it's the work of 5 Cuban-born artists who are bringing their work to us. It is a very exciting, very dynamic show, and we've got some fun programming around it. And we want people to know that we are going to host a second Tuesday gallery reception, but not like our usual ones. Our reception now, you are required to make a reservation. If you don't have a reservation, we're very sorry, we can't let you in. We are only going to allow 30 people, no more than 30 people, and we will not be serving any food or beverages in the building. We do require you wear your mask in the building, but we are still working with our good friends from Total Wine, so there will be wine outside in the courtyard, so you can go have a glass of wine there. So please, if you're interested, because it's very limited, please call the Art Center to make your reservation if you'd like to attend the second Tuesday and meet some of our Cuban-born artists. So I think that we have come to the end of our talk today. Did I miss anything, Hannah? Is there anything else you want to add?
Well, I'll just say that I've been a big promoter of virtual classes, as you know, and I really believe that it isn't just a matter of the current times when people want to be more protected and safe, but when we had our first pilot class, we had about a dozen people from Alaska and Washington State, and here I am in Maine, and people in Florida and Ohio.
And Switzerland. We had somebody from Switzerland in that class.
So, you know, I see the potential for that for the future, and I think if somebody takes one of the classes, I think they'll enjoy it so much. I think they may really choose to do that when they aren't in Florida. I mean, many of our people are in Florida seasonally, and then they don't come to classes the rest of the year. So I see this as a way that we can reach out to people and provide a really entertaining venue and enriching their lives ongoing after we're all done with this crazy COVID stuff. I think this is the future.
I agree with you. We certainly know that the virtual world is one that we have fully embraced at this time, even as evidenced by this artist talk, which is going out and for which we can reach lots of our friends and let them know what's happening at the Art Center. So I strongly encourage everybody, go on our website, check out Hannah's classes, check out all of our virtual classes and see what's happening at the Art Center, because we'd love to welcome you back to your art home. But if we don't, we'd like to know that you're following us. Check out our Facebook. Please go to our YouTube page and like the videos that you see. Subscribe. We would appreciate it. So I want everybody to have a great weekend, and we will see you next week. Bye-bye, everybody.